Now listen, I am crazy, but I'm the harmless crazy, the best kind of crazy. Woo! All right. I tell my therapist, and I tell my fag-hag friend the same thing at the same time by text. And I just try to see how these stories intertwine, but nobody else knows the full conversation but me. And that's why I find it so hysterically funny, because your perception is limited to what you are exposed to. And me, the person in the middle, knowing that both of you are missing some part of this Venn diagram, have the power to steer the conversations in a direction that work out for me if I wanted to. The week before, I told my therapist that I was worried about my friend, and she said, "Have you recommended therapy?" And I was like, that's not going to go over well. So I said, well, I don't think she's in immediate danger, like but you never know these things, and we have all these same feelings. Like, I've come to have an intuition about it sometimes, that when I turned out to be right, I felt guilty, like I manifested it for them. And then I'll sway back and forth between giggling and crying all day. And I was crying with my eyes closed in the barber's chair, and I had to tell him that it was allergies. But I didn't tell my therapist or my friend that. I told my writing coach. So I told my therapist. My friend said I'm the Dr. Seuss for the traumatized. And my therapist laughed. She says, tell your friend she's funny. I told my friend she's funny. She said, oh no, she's going to try to get me going to therapy again. But she didn't say that in this moment, but my therapist recommended it last week, and that's when I said I don't think that's going to happen. So it was no miracle that I predicted that my friend would say this. It's statistically likely. So I want to use that, spin that into the story of the oracle knowing everything. You don't know everything. You know the sum of your experiences, and the more experiences you have, the better chance you got of calling things. But sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, even if it should, right? So I told my therapist. My friend responded, and she said she's already had 13 years and it was enough. And my therapist said, that's a good amount of time. Well, I said, she's got to try something else, maybe tarot card reading, pick your poison. And then my therapist says I can do that. So then I tell my friend that my therapist says that she does tarot card readings. And my friend says, did she tell you that you are the way you are because you're a Capricorn? And I said, no, because my brother's birthday is the day after mine, and I'm a fucking smartass and he's a fucking dumbass.